Hi, doctor. We are from Group Control, and I'm Kisheng. Now we are going to explain for the thought and exercise one. And the first, I'm going to define for the number of LED, and the number of LED I define is 10 because we have put 10 LED here. Then we also define for the pin that the LED connected to the ESP32. After that, we must define for the pin mode LED pins to output to show that they is the output and not the input. After that, we're going to for the loop. We have made 10 pattern. So you can see that the word loop here will have 10 pattern here, and every pattern there will have delay for 1 second. And now for the first pattern, we can see that from the loop here and make it is I will let the LED light from the first to the last by one.
Okay, good afternoon, doctor. So now I will continue to explain the void pattern 2, 3, and the 4. So for the pattern 2, from the command we can see that it is light up each LED in reverse order from the last to the first. And then with each LED on for 1 millisecond. So from the code we can see that int I equal to number LED minus 1. So we'll start from the last one and then minus minus. So it will be light up from the last one and then to the first one. And after that, we have a delay for 100 millisecond. And after that, the LED pin will be low, means turn off. Okay, so this is the pattern 2. And then for the pattern 3, turn on all LEDs simultaneously, means together, and then keep them on for 500 millisecond. Then turn them off or off. Okay, so from the code, for int I equal to 0, I less than number LED means 10, and then I plus plus. So, and then the digital right LED pins will be high. It didn't mention the delay, so they will all start together. And after the delay, 500 millisecond, they will be turned off together. And then for the void pattern 4, turn on every other's LED, even index, keep them on for 500 millisecond, turn them off, then turn on the remaining LED odd index, and then keep them on for another 500 millisecond before turning them off. So from the code, we can see the initial I is equal to 0, I less than number LED, I plus is 2. So they will come from the 0, 2, 4, 8, and then 10. They will be on together. And after that, after the delay 500 millisecond, they will be turned off together. And after that, the I equal to 1, I plus equal to 2. So the odd number 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 will be turned on together. And then after the delay 500 millisecond, they will be turned off together.
For pattern 5, the LED lights up from first to last, and which LED on for 50 millisecond and turn turn off in reverse order. As we can see from the code for uh LED pins, it highs for delay 50 millisecond only for the number from the first to the last, and then for the reverse from the last to the first. And for pattern 6, the LEDs light up from the last two ends to the center and turn off. As you can see, the I equals to 0, I less than number leads divides by 2. So we have just 5 loop in this, and the LED highs from LEDs -1 minus I.
So we can get the LED from the two ends light up until the center and then turn off again. For pattern 7, the lights up this LED from the first to the last, and then the LED on for 50 milliseconds, and then turn off in the same order. So these two code seem similar, but one is high, one is low.
Now I'm going to talk about the pattern 8. From the comment, we see that the pattern 8 lights up to LEDs simultaneously, one from the first half and one from the second half of the array, which is paired on for 100 milliseconds. For inch I equal to 0, I is more than number LEDs divided by 2, I plus. This means that the LED lights divide to 2 parts, which is the front 5 parts and the back 5 parts. So it lights up from the part 1 and first from the part 2 together, and delay for 100 milliseconds, which is each LED lights in 100 milliseconds. And after that, LED turns off together. So for the pattern 9, from the command lights up each LED in sequence from first to last, which each LED on for 50 milliseconds, then turns them off in reverse order, which each LED off for 50 milliseconds. From the code for inch I equal to 0, I is more than number LED, and I plus plus means that it lights up from the first to the last in ascending order, and it delay for 50 milliseconds, which is each LED on for 50 milliseconds. Then for in I equal to number LEDs minus 1, I bigger than 0, I minus means that it turns off from the last to the first in reverse order. For each LED to lights off in 50 milliseconds. So for the last patterns, which is pattern 10, from the command, we know that turns on each LED in sequence from first to last, which each LED on for 100 milliseconds, keeps all LED on for 500 milliseconds, then turns them off in sequence from first to last, with each LED off for 100 milliseconds. So from the code, in I equal to 0, I is more than number LED, I plus plus means that it's lights up ascending order for each delay 100 milliseconds, which is each LED on for 100 milliseconds. And they will all together on for 500 milliseconds before it's closed. So for the LED to close, it close from ascending order, which is the first to the last, and it delay 100 milliseconds, which is every light is closed each with 100 milliseconds. So that's all for the explanation of the code. Now I'm going to start the simulation part.